good, YouTube? It's real, man. I'm back with another video. So look, something came to me to make a video. What I'm about to make a video right now, it actually came to me yesterday. Like when I woke up, when I first woke up, but I was, you know what I'm saying, I was busy yesterday. I was out all day yesterday. So I'm about to make it right now, but basically what this video gonna be about is how to know your manifestations is close, or how to know that your manifestations are working. Now, based off of my experiences, how to know when your manifestation is close is that whatever you speak, whatever you want, like speaking things into existence, whatever you're trying to speak into existence, now depending on what it is, it'll manifest to you quick. But if it's like something that'll take a minute, it's like God will show you what you're trying to manifest, like in your reality. Like, say like if you're trying to manifest like a car or something, like you would just keep saying that car, like everywhere you go. Or say if you're trying to manifest like a house or something, either like you gonna start to see like it's just gonna pop up. Like you might see like commercials, or you might bump into somebody that do real estate, or you might end up like going to like an event or something. Like you might just pop out to like an event to where like you might just end up in a situation to where you around the certain thing you're trying to manifest. Right? So like recently I've been trying to go to Florida, right? I've been trying to go to Florida, and I was supposed to go somebody I knew back from middle school, right? But I ended up going because, you know, I had other shit planned out around that day we were supposed to be going. Now recently, I met somebody that live in that Florida area, right? And for some reason, this don't got nothing to do. I don't know if it got anything to do with like my manifestation or not, but I just find it like, I know it ain't no coincidence that I found somebody that live in Florida to where I was trying to travel to. So I feel like it's like God is making it easier for me to make moves or to reach my manifestations. Like, and I was listening, and I know it was a point in time where, you know, I ain't gonna say I never thought that manifestations didn't work, but like I was saying, like whatever, like I didn't know that my manifestations was working, because like I used to see like what I was trying to manifest, I used to see it, but it was like I couldn't grab a hold of it. Really, like I couldn't, like I used to always, like it used to catch my attention, like even when I'm not paying attention to it, I used to just see what I was trying to manifest, like a car that I wanted. I just pop up and see it, like even till this day. And I said in another video how it was like I was looking up on a website. I was looking up on a website for this type of car that I'm trying to get, and somehow, like, I think I entered my number or something. I can't remember what happened, but I think like a couple of minutes later, like 10, 20 minutes later, it was like a sales advisor or something from like a dealership ended up reaching out to me. And he was like, we could work something out. Like, it was just like so many things like working out in that moment. Like, it was just crazy though. But I'm actually, it's starting to become like more, like, at first, like when I first started using like affirmations and trying to, speak stuff into existence and trying to manifest things, it wasn't the signs wasn't quite clear because I didn't know how to manifest it. But when you really trying to manifest, like if you trying to be specific about it, it's not gonna always come how you expect it. It's gonna, like, say me trying to go to Florida. I wanted to go to Florida, but it didn't necessarily. I ain't go to Florida yet, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna happen soon. But it didn't happen how I thought it was gonna happen. It was gonna happen in a whole different type of way, but that it actually work out better for me. But that's neither here nor there, whatever. But another sign that you can recognize that your manifestations are working, or if they close, is that when like, for me, for some reason, like, I just be feeling good for like no reason. Like, whenever I'm about to receive something, I just be feeling good. Like, I just be feeling good for no reason. Now, I don't know if that's a legit sign, but I know that's how I feel before I receive something. And like, the opportunity will always present itself so you can open up to that manifestation. But it's on you whether or not you trying to go through with it or not. Like, the dealership that called me about, trying to get a car or whatever, I don't live nowhere near that dealership. That dealership live in a whole nother state from me. But it's like, it's probably like a couple of hours away or something. But it's like, the dude was telling me how I could go to like maybe like a closest metro station or something, and he was gonna be. I just gave him a call and he said he was gonna pick me up, because it was like he was telling me that the dealership was only like maybe like 20 minutes away from the station, the closest station to them. So I was like, I'm like, that's doable. Like, that ain't nothing. That ain't nothing for real. So I should be driving in my new car that I've been trying to manifest no time, for real. Yeah, man, I'm out here getting me some sun, man, early in the morning. The best thing to do is get you some sun or get you some nature before you start your day, man. I'm telling you, start your day all right. I woke up, washed my face, just came out here in the sun, started recording. Ain't no better feeling. But another sign that your manifestations are working is if, like, I don't, like, for the past week, I just been thinking about like, I just been having like visions in my head of like my bank account having like a lot of money in it for some reason. Like, when you trying to speak like money affirmations into the universe, or you just trying to manifest like a lot of money. Another sign that you will know that is working is that you will begin to think about what you're trying to manifest a lot, or you will begin to attract like either opportunities for you to attract the money that, like, say if you're trying to buy a car, you will attract like money opportunities for you to acquire the money to get that car or whatever you're trying to get. All right. And I remember speaking money affirmations. I used like to this day, I'm still attracting like money opportunities. And man, this shit is real, man. Like there's still people out there that don't believe in the universe. I mean, yeah, there's still people that don't believe in the universe, that don't believe in manifestation, don't believe in none of that. But me, I think that manifestations is like things that was already like predestined for you to happen on your journey. Like that's how God ordained it to be. Like it just happening in divine timing. Like it's now starting to all make sense. Like even when like I didn't always used to live here. I used to live with my pops or whatever, right? And I used to use money affirmations, and I used to think that I was gonna manifest what I wanted while I was living there, but not knowing that that was actually stagnating my journey. And as soon as I got away from there, everything just started to bloom for me. I started to make more money. And that's when like all of my manifestations just started to like just happen, and it became easier. But like when your manifestations are close, or when it's working, like everything that you speaking will start to mimic you. Like I said in another video, I was just speaking like I was listening to a song called Good Vibes, and I was at the laundromat one day, and there was a dude. He was listening to music. Like he was like standing like right outside like the car was sitting in. So I was waiting for my clothes to wash. He was just sitting right there. He was smoking, drinking, just listening to music. He was just dancing in a good mood. And when I looked at his slides, they said Good Vibes. And like right after that, the sales advisor from the dealership called me, and he said that he had the car that I wanted. It was available. He had a couple of them. And I don't think we ain't discussed prices or none yet, but it was just, I wasn't expecting to talk to anyone from a dealership. But I guess those the signs that my manifestations are working. But like you will know when your because it's gonna start to feel like, I ain't gonna say like unreal, but it's gonna start to feel like weird. Like it's gonna trust me. You will know when your manifestations are working, because you're gonna see it, and you're gonna have like you'll begin to have second thoughts about it, I guess. Depending on, maybe that's just my experience, but God to show you what you're trying to manifest, like it'll mimic you. You will begin to attract opportunities to get you closer to your manifestations. People will come into your life that can get you to your manifestation. Like I never knew I wanted to go to Miami until the opportunity presented itself. And now I'm starting to attract more, not like, I guess you could say like different parts of Florida, but I'm attracting different like people or opportunities that'll get me there, down there, like certain events and stuff like that. Like it's becoming real, man. And and it's real. Oh, and one thing how you would know if it's working, like say if you're trying to manifest something, one way to know if you're trying to manifest something, and you like say you like having detachment, like detaching from the outcome or whatever, when you set the intention, and you forget about it, it'll remind you about what you're trying to manifest, and it'll get like it'll come in a way that you didn't know that you didn't know it would come, and then it'll remind you about what you was trying to manifest in the moment, and it'll hit you like it was one day I didn't know anything about like before I had a spiritual awakening or anything. I had said something that I didn't really want to do. It was just I was in my lower self, and I was just negative, right? So I had spoke something to the universe, not knowing that it would manifest in divine timing. And I remember one day, something happened, and I was in a situation to where it reminded me of what I spoke into the universe. And I was like, no, I don't want to do this, because of, at that point in time, who I was at that point in time, and what I wasn't trying to manifest, but I spoke it into the universe. That wasn't really what I was trying to manifest. I didn't have no clue on anything about manifestation or speaking anything into existence. And not knowing, I almost spoke something that I didn't want to happen into existence. So that's how I know that it worked. So if it works for negative things, I'm pretty sure it's guaranteed to work for what you want to happen. And it's happening. It's going to happen. You just gotta recognize the signs. But yeah, just make sure you pay attention to these signs, because they, like nowadays, like and sometimes you gotta watch what you gotta, like, even me, like listening to music and stuff like that, when you rapping to the lyrics and stuff, you gotta pay attention to what you're saying, because you could mess around and speak something into existence that you really don't want to happen. And this is why I always, like, I'm listening to more, like, I'm trying to listen to more positive music, but like, I ain't gonna say it's like hard controlling the ego, but like, the ego always wants to be its ego, so it's gonna you're gonna feed into it sometimes. So, but this is why sometimes I'll go a minute without listening to music. I just maybe like watch positive videos or stuff like that. But those are some signs to know if your manifestations are close or if they working. But there's probably like more signs out there, but those are the ones that just came to me while I was recording this video. But I'll probably make a video probably tomorrow. But yeah, I'm out though.